This is day 6 of me trading in my Apex funded account. I'm going to go over today's trade. It was really good. I'm glad I did the 10 EMA strategy. And one thing that I stuck with today was really looking for shorts underneath this 50 EMA on the hourly chart, this pink line. So I back traded a ton yesterday. I uploaded a video. It's like 3 hours long. I have some timestamps on it, so if you can check that out. But after back trading yesterday, I realized that rule of going short below that line and only looking for longs above that line, I've been fighting that rule, and my Apex account would be up a lot more money if I would have, not gotten in my head so bad about that. Also, ever since this area, I've been wanting to catch the move down to the daily 10 EMA on the daily chart right here. And I was so stuck on that I took more losses than I needed to. I mean, it did happen, but my timing was off. But I will say, with really shorting below the hourly 50 EMA on the 3-minute, I think that's really going to help me, that I'm going to be sticking to that. So when the market opened here, I'm kind of just watching what price is going to be doing. We're below that line. At that point, I'm supposed to be looking for the first bull candle opening and closing below the 10 EMA on a 3-minute. This light blue line here is my 3-minute 10 EMA. We did get this one. However, I did not take this one. Okay. I didn't take this one. And actually looking back now, I'm not sure why I didn't. I'm not sure why I didn't. I guess because I was looking at this candle. I thought maybe if this candle would have closed above that 10 EMA, that would have been a reset, right? Some people would have tried to go long above this candle, but it actually closed below that 10 EMA. So I think in my head, I thought this isn't a real reset candle. So that's why I did not get below, short under it. Now that I'm kind of looking at this, the opening candle, it did close above that 10 EMA. So yeah, this was a reset candle, now that I'm kind of thinking back on it. I also was trying to wait for 9 o'clock to see the 30-minute opening range breakout block. So this blue line marks the high of that 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes. And this blue line right here marks the low of that first 30 minutes. And I just wanted to see what price was going to be doing in that range. Also, the daily 10 EMA was here. Maybe that was also another reason why I didn't get short below this one, because it was like right here. We could bounce off of it, which obviously the bulls tried, but that was okay. So the 9:30 mark is the first hour, right, of the market open. And usually setups occur around that time pretty good using my strategy. So then after that, I like that we got some bear reset candles right above that 10. So I was like, that's great, because the next bull candle opening and closing below the 10, that will count as something I want to get, go short under, because again, we're below the hourly 50 EMA. We got this bull candle. Now my entry, obviously looking back, it would have worked out if I put the entry right below the low of this candle. I don't do that because sometimes you can kind of get wicked in and then it turns around and stops you out. So I wanted to look for another level or strong candle I could enter below. So entering below this wick here on this bear candle is something I knew I wanted to do, which also puts me below this bull candle with a lot of volume here, and also below this wick here on this bear candle. Stop I put above the 50 and the VWAP, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. And yeah, I just kind of let it go. The area that I knew that if like price was going to really break this daily 10 today and break this 30-minute or below, I was eyeing the weekly 10 EMA as a target. So let me actually go to the weekly right here on this. Yeah, the weekly 10 is right here. Okay, it was a little bit above earlier, this line. You can see, so the weekly 10 is now, right? Now right there. But before, like as I was in the trade, this is where it was. So I was eyeing this as a target. Potentially almost, I was looking at, well, if it gets there, it could pretty much get down to the daily 20 EMA. So I even thought that could be a target for a runner. So let me kind of say what I did. Got entered. I mean, it just is an instant winner, which was awesome. I normally target a 1.2R target and I get out of everything, but I've been really trying to practice leaving a runner. So once price was about to hit this target, I changed the order to I had 2 contracts and I told it to get me out of only 1 at this mark, and then I would just hold, right? Whoops. I would just hold. So we're coming down. I'm obviously like excited, and it's so funny because like as we're coming down, I'm like getting more I guess maybe nervous, excited, and I'm starting to realize, this is a strong win for my Apex account. You've seen kind of like where I've been at the past, week with it. It's been a little bit of a struggle. So I'm starting to think about that as it's coming down. I'm like, well, sometimes, price will come close to an EMA, but not quite get all the way down, turn around. So, I'm thinking of that now. And then this bear candle pops up, and with this volume, it had a lot of volume. And I was thinking, what I was taught is sometimes when you see volume like this, it could be like a lot of newbies getting in, not realizing it's going to turn around. And I've also been taught sometimes you want to sell into strength, like a lot of volume, go ahead and sell like that. Again, it could just turn around. So I watched a little bit on this candle, and it was kind of moving kind of fast up and down right here. And so I was like, yeah, this is looking like it could definitely come up. It came down a little bit, and once it started coming back up, I decided to get out right here. So I was happy with that. I'm still happy with that. This ended up being a 1.6R win for my account. And this is where I'm at now in my Apex account. This is the best. It's, after last night of me back trading, I really realized I've been making it a little bit harder than I should have with my trading strategies. So I have my whole $1,500 here when it comes to the drawdown. That's great. I held for as long as I could. The technical thing I should have done is maybe, got out right here at the 10, or maybe even that 20 EMA, which would have been right around here. And obviously that would have been a lot more money. That's okay. The other thing I could have done, but I was just a little too scared to do it, was hold until we come back and start closing or getting above the 3-minute 10 EMA, which is this line right here. And so I would have probably, if I would have done that, I could have got out here, right? So it would have definitely, again, been a better hold. Now we're kind of closing and heading back up. I don't know what price is going to do at this point. Let me talk about the VWAP strategy. It's funny because when I back traded, I had decided, I'm not going to really focus on the VWAP strategy. This is my VWAP, and this orange line is my 50 EMA on the 3-minute. The strategy is you see price make cross basically both indicators. Okay. Then what you would do is you wait for price to come back to the VWAP or 50 area. If they're close together, you play the rejection down. Okay. This doesn't really count here because they weren't very close together, but it came back down here. And by the time it came back, when the market opened, they were a lot closer together. So I realized that that would have been a good time to play that strategy. would have had the stop, you know, maybe, let's see, yeah, above this for sure. And this bull reset candle would have came in and confirmed that, you know, would have helped me hold a little longer. And I mean, this would have been an insane win, right? But I didn't realize. And then we had this candle was even better of an entry in the sense of, you know, prices come down and it came back. The 50 and the VWAP are a little closer together. And so that would have been like, let's see if you would have done something like that and put the stop above this high here, just like that. Same thing. I mean, just amazing trade. If I would have been able to hold through this would have been the challenge for me, to hold through that. That's basically what happened here. Like I couldn't hold through potentially it like kind of doing what it did here. But still, that would have been solid too. So even the VWAP and the 50 EMA strategy gave me a good setup. I just didn't take it. And I'm probably still not going to really pay attention too much to it, because I've realized, you know, it'll give you, like when it sets up like this is probably going to be it. Like it may not set up like this for like days and days and days. I could be wrong on that. I'll try to keep my eye on it a little bit, but yeah. So after I got triggered in the trade, also what I liked, as price was coming down towards my target, I liked that the VWAP and the 50 were starting to separate. So even though I haven't really been playing the VWAP and 50 strategy, like as far as like entering trades off of it, what I have been kind of using it for is judging like how long I should hold based on what they're doing. So like when I'm already in a trade and it's going in a certain direction and they start separating, I've kind of seen that like the more they separate, especially the faster they separate, the longer whatever price was moving, whatever direction price was moving in, it's going to continue going as they separate. Especially if they separate pretty, you know, like fast. I don't know. I have to kind of watch that a little bit more. So obviously there's room for improvement on all these trades that I've been taking. And even today, even though this was a solid win, I think now with me really knowing I'm going to follow Calvin's rule of only going short below this 50 EMA, which is just updated now, despite how far down it is from that EMA. Like I literally I have a 3-hour video yesterday I made and uploaded. It just works too well. It really does work too well, at least right now. Anyways, that's the trade for today. You see where my account is at. I'm really happy. Go take a look at that back trading video. Like I said, I do have some timestamps on it, so you don't have to like worry about like just sitting through the whole 3 hours, even though all of it's pretty good. Like I'm probably I'm going to go rewatch that video myself and continue to like absorb what I discovered, which it shouldn't have been a discovery. I should have just followed the rules, but I got in my head too much. Anyways, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. What trades did you take today if you traded anything? And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.